All right, it's been a minute, but I'm back and I've got a new bag and I want to talk to you about it and what it is and why I like it and what I don't. So maybe stick around for that. This is the money shot of it. This is a Mystery Ranch 3-way briefcase. So this is intended as a daily carry, office-y sort of environment. It's got a couple of really neat features about it. One is it's got the ubiquitous over-the-shoulder shoulder strap here. It just clips to the side with these sort of lovely little clips on it. And that's your first method of carry, cross-shoulder. It also has a decent set of grab handles up here at the top. And that makes it sort of into a briefcase sort of scenario. And then, for its sort of transforming trick, you get these here. You can pull these out. There's another one. And then at the bottom, you can tug this out and this out, and it converts it to a backpack. And this back panel on the bag is padded as well. And that's padded because this back section here, one-handed, this back section is where you put your laptop. It's got a space here for a decent sized laptop. I'm carrying a 13-inch MacBook Retina something or other in there, but it would fit bigger. It's got a vertical pocket here within for probably like an iPad sized thing. It's got another pocket over here, maybe for something like a, I don't know, phablet type of jam, your Kindle, whatever. And then there's a space actually in between the two. This is a padded divider. There's space in between here for carrying, that'll carry full-size folders. So if you're carrying office work or papers or what have you, those, let me get some light, those will slide right in between those things. And that's kind of nice. Waterproof zippers, double side opening, pow, pow. You got a middle compartment on this bag. Again, waterproof zipper here. And this is sort of like your main bulk storage. So I got, you know, a couple random odds and ends. There's some dividers on this side. This is a sort of a slightly weird feature here. So you got a pocket here, a little pocket here that'll hold like little pouches or what have you. You got a divider in the middle. You've got this pocket. This appears to be a Velcro, like a loop Velcro side panel in here. I wonder if this was intended for some sort of like firearm holster. It's on this back panel here, and this back panel that separates this from the laptop side, this is heavily padded. This entire capsule back here for the laptops is super heavily padded. And this is a fairly rigid surface. So I wonder if this was meant for like a firearm holster for a concealed carry sort of scenario, or what, or just for an admin panel organizer or what have you. I don't really know. I use it to hold a power supply for my laptop because that's how I roll. Other interesting sort of feature on this is you'll notice this is a waterproof zipper that closes this, but there's a zipper here that's next to it. This is not a double pull. In fact, if you go all the way around to the end, there's a single pull zipper here, and it looks a little bit weird. See that? When you unzip it. So this whole thing, I'm gonna swap. Let's see if I can get this to balance. I'm gonna swap hands, give you guys like a proper look. If you pull this zipper all the way around, the panel of the bag opens up by another, I don't know, 2 inches maybe? It's a significant amount of volume over the size of that panel. So this pocket will get 2 inches deeper all the way around for this, and that is a lot more storage. So if you're using this day to day in the office and you got like some papers and lunch and whatever in here and your laptop, you're fine with it as is. But if you're using it as like an overnight bag, you need to carry a change or two of clothes, it will easily accommodate that in this pocket with this expansion panel unzipped, which is nice. I mean, it's good to have that sort of versatility. It's not just an everyday thing. The last thing is this front panel. This is sort of classic Mystery Ranch with this double Y zipper thing going on. And this looks really awkward to open. Like you gotta tug this guy up and you gotta tug this guy up. No, we have a party piece here. This is a Fidlock, I believe, magnetic clasp. So this sucker is like hooked on there really, really, really well.
And I'm going to show this from the side. When you pull on this, this guy, see how that moves? It's magnetically locked. If you pull on this, the whole thing will undo just like that. See that? So when it's closed, this is really secure. And when you pull it open, you can pull up on just this little tab here, and the entire side of the bag pops right open. When you're wearing this across shoulder, getting in there is like just click, and the whole thing pops open. It's super duper duper easy. Inside here is sort of some standard admin panel stuff. You get a zippered side pouch right here for holding, I don't know, whatever you want to keep secure. You get some pen pockets. You get a slightly larger pocket. This holds one of my ultralight carry modules in there pretty easily. And then you've got a fair bit of sort of like extra room, a fair bit of extra room sort of down inside here as well in front of it. Car keys, power adapter, vehicles, like whatever, your odds and ends can all comfortably go in there. This bottom part of this buckle, right, should flop around, and in fact it can. This is sewn on, but what you don't realize is there's a magnet here, and they've actually embedded a magnet in the bag as well. There's like a little inside, it's captured. You can just see some stitching for it if I flip this around. See that little circle right there? That's actually a magnet, okay? So this guy comes off, but here it thumps back. So it's magnetically attached, and that means that it's in the right orientation all the time. It doesn't fall and flop around. So when you're done looking in here, all you gotta do is sort of throw this in the right place, and that's fully latched now. You're not zipped up on the side, so you can still do stuff, but this guy is locked down. That's fully engaged. Just that easy. Flop open, done. Open her up, get it in the right ballpark, you can hear it lock securely. Then it's just a matter of zipping this. Again, worn across your back, your chest. This is actually a really, really easy thing to do. Things I like, things I don't like. I like the, I was wary of it being a convertible bag. I think bags that try to do too much often fail on sort of some or all of that. I've worn it as a backpack. I usually wear it cross chest on the shoulder strap. And obviously the decent set of grab handles on this is awesome when I'm getting on and off trains and all of that. Just, it can make it a lot easier to move around with the bag. So I like all of that. This is a bit of a party trick, but it's a nice one. It makes getting little stuff in and out really, really easy, and it's a lovely little thing. The expansion on the bag is super useful. I've only used that a couple times, but I've been dead pleased with it. The laptop storage back in here is incredibly robust. I really like that. The downside, so there's a lot to like about this. I am not in love with the color, although I understand that they make it in some other colors. When I was buying it, I had sort of this coyote choice, or I think they were also doing it in a camouflage pattern or another. And I'm always wary of having too much camo that way these days. I've been called for that, and I don't like it. Anyway, I don't love the color, but it works for me. Other things, so yeah, great protection, great utility, great versatility, great capacity. So far so good on all that front. The downside to this being such a well-protected laptop capsule in here is that it is not very conforming when you wear it. So if you wear this cross shoulder over your back onto your hip, the entire bag from end to end is fairly rigid. Which is, it's just, I don't know. I'm used to bike messenger bags that sort of like wrap around you because they're soft, and that's nice, and this doesn't do that. That's okay. That's a relatively minor complaint. I would rather have the laptop protected. I will also say, and this is the last thing, so I'm trying to keep this from not being a 20-minute review, is these look like a really good idea, but when I walk with this thing on my back, these friggin' things squeak. The whole bag moves a little bit, and it's because they're loaded or what, or the way I walk or what. I don't know if it's this interface or if it's like this pivot interface up here. Whatever it is, they squeak, and it's just enough to be annoying. And I have not figured out how to make it shut up yet. Maybe I will. Anyway, there it is, Mystery Ranch. Lovely bag. I like it so much, and I'm using it so often now that I'm making some modifications to one of my bikes to be able to hold it square in the front of the bike comfortably. And I think that's fairly high praise. So anyway, there you go. Mystery Ranch review in about 10 minutes. Thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for the next one.